Growing up in a small American town in the 2000s must have been heaven. Sorry to burst your bubble, OP, but not really. It's boring, there's no way to get around. And the school systems suck. Every place has their problems. Everyone lives in a suburban McMansion with big gardens, sometimes even a backyard pool. Not really. No divorced parents? Not really. One massive high school, all kids from around the city hang out. Tight-knit group of friends testing out boundaries and rebellion together. Call in like 100 people for house parties every few months. First love, have to overcome strict parents to sneak out at night to hang out. Chill at the lake or beach during the day. Not without a car, you're not. Ride your bike over to your friend's house. Get invited to dinner by his mom like it's normal. Buy your own car at 15 after working a summer job for 4 weeks. Not in the modern day America, sorry to tell you. Meanwhile, my teenage years in Germany. Live in 2-room shoebox apartment because houses are prohibitively expensive. Just like in America. Grow up under overbearing single mom because everyone is divorced. Town of 20k people has like 8 schools with 300 kids each. No extracurriculars, no sports, no clubs, no student counseling, no nothing. Literally everyone is autistic because Germans, and most Europeans, just are like that. Surface level friendships at best. Maybe find one autist with the same niche interest and get closer over literal years. Friends, family still treat you like a stranger. Girls are exclusively into 20-plus-year-old guys because it's not illegal, and older guys have money and autonomy. Depressing weather, always either icy cold or suffocating heat. Hangout spots, as far as they exist anyway, are infested with Turkish kids who beat you up when you get too close. Earliest age to get driver's license is 18, which doesn't matter anyway because even used box cars are in the price range of 10 to 15k. I have to make it a point to not think about it for too long because it gets depressing really fast. You guys don't even know how good you had it, Lamau. Trust me, if you grew up as a kid in America, you wouldn't be saying this. Mostly accurate, but it's a double-edged sword. Do something autistic and cringe in middle school and it will haunt you forever. No escape. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's a nightmare. Reply to that. But that's the same thing over here as well. I pretend to be Spider-Man in 5th grade for like a week because it was hard for me to adjust at first, and I only got rid of the weird kid label when I was almost 18. LMFAO. Apply to that. Yeah, there's a sweet spot. Small enough for real bonds to form, large enough for there to be a few different cliques, so you get a mulligan or two / find your tribe. I never completely lost my weird kid label, but was able to find enough other weird kids to hang out with. Opportunity to make money was available, and shit was cheap. I grew up in a small American town in the 2000s and had it worse than you. I also grew up in a small American town in the 2000s. And let me tell you, it was boring as hell. The crap-ass suburbs, long sprawling streets with nothing going on, field after field of cow manure, a 40-minute bus ride to school in the morning, because American infrastructure is absolute garbage. Be on Discord with friends. One Fred added this Brazilian, quote, girl. She sounds like a tranny with a voice changer. We're about to play CS2 together with, quote, her. I start typing on the CS lobby saying stuff like, dude, she literally sounds like a cartoon character. She's definitely a tranny. The friend who invited her was sharing a screen on the CS lobby the whole time. The tranny was watching everything. My face wed.
Exposed! Exposed!
Normalize this by age 2. Wake up at 4 p.m. 4 hours of toe licking. Always airplane ears. Tell everyone that you're better than them. Spend 1 hour eating chicken puree. 4 hours of goobing. WTF is wrong with men. Hear discourse about how women on dating apps are incentivized to only go for a narrow range of the best men beyond what we'd go for IRL, which causes problems. I don't know, maybe there's a point? Decide to swipe right on some men I normally wouldn't, but who aren't horrible, in the hopes they wow me. Get match. He just opens with, hey. Get another match. He doesn't say anything. Get another match. Doesn't say anything until a week later, and then he says, hey, how are you? I say, not bad. Tell him something I was just doing, and then say, how are you? He says, I'm good. Get another match. His first message, wanna come over my place and chill? Get another match. His first message, I'm boring and unattractive and none of you ever reply to me. Well, I'm sure not going to prove him wrong, WTF. Get another match. Opener, hey. Get another match. Opener, why do women get the ick so easy? Get another match. Opener, what's up? What the f*** is wrong with men? I'll admit I've sometimes leaned towards being overly selective with men's looks, but honestly, a lot of the good-looking men are also pretty socially confident and fun to talk to. Whereas with other guys, and these were hardly uggos, just kinda average-looking guys, it's so extremely dry talking to them. And some of them don't even seem interested in dating at all, just expressing frustration and anger at women. Is it so unreasonable to want a man who can actually hold a conversation? From a man's perspective, you have it way better. You're actually getting matches? And people are actually sending you messages? But even still, that's not good enough for you. You want them to quote, wow you. You want them to do stuff for you. You're getting all sorts of matches and all sorts of options. And now you're saying, what the hell's wrong with men? I mean, I'm getting all this attention, but it's not exactly what I want. It's men's fault. Yucky. Also, take some initiative. Stop expecting men to just do everything for you. I know it's hard when you've gotten so used to men doing all sorts of stuff for you. But you'll never know. You may surprise yourself if you actually put in some effort. Write 10 messages you want to receive as good conversation. Start and continuation. Reply to that. This. Stop bitching and teach. What's a good conversation with a stranger sound like to you? Reply to that. It's not women's place to teach men basic social skills. What about you? Why is the precedent always on the guy? I mean, I get it, right? You don't have to put any effort and you get stuff for free, such as attention and matches, and you want even more. But like, try? Match with girl. Send lengthy, detailed message. Girl gets the ick and unmatches you. Guys eventually catch on and realize it's a waste of time to put in effort before matches show any real interest. Your gender is the one that turned this entire dynamic into a retarded mind game full of landmines at every step. Also a reminder that Bumble had to get rid of their gimmick about women messaging first because it turns out women hate it and are terrible at it. Almost all of them were just sending, hey, then expecting the man to come up with a real opener. Stop bitching about how men aren't good enough at something women universally decided they can't handle. If you're attractive, people will be more willing to talk to you and include you in their social circle. Due to the halo effect, attractive people have more opportunity to socialize and therefore are going to be better socialized than unattractive people. If you're unattractive, you don't get opportunities that attractive people get, and every other aspect of you suffers as a result. Winners win and losers lose. Everyone knows this already. Yeah, I could see that being the case. I mean, that's pretty much what OP said. Guys who are attractive, they're just better at socializing. They're just superior. Why are you so angry? Are you Why don't you try starting with an opener? That's some good advice there, Anon. But OP's not gonna take that, because it sounds like she just wants people to do stuff for her. Thank you all for coming. Never goon. Beamy. Freshly 18. Very open guy, not very afraid of talking about weird stuff. Meet girl online. I talk to her about my fetishes. I deny having a degradation kink. She makes me more open to the idea. Soon enough, she has calls with me every night for a week where she gets me to edge on camera for her while she humiliates me. She stops talking to me after I realize I'm a fat neat. Since she made me realize I'm into degradation, I start looking up videos. Find out about SPH. Get weirder and weirder kinks. Fast forward 1 year. I have a BBC/BNWO kink, white genocide kink, and a cuckold kink. A white genocide kink? You get off to white people being genocided? That's the first time I've heard of that. Bros, this all happened within a year. I'll be 20 later this year and I feel so disgusted with myself for my fetishes. Any recommendations that don't involve a rope and a chair? It's so Jover. By the way, this whole slippery slope of fetishes thing isn't normal. I've always liked SPH and gentle femdom and never had moved into weirder shit. Reply to that. I have autism. Because of course you do. So I wouldn't doubt that this isn't normal, but gooning has absolutely killed any free time I have in my life, and I feel so bad for just throwing away my time by j***ing off. You're a full-time gooner, my god. Gooning takes up most of your free time? Mad. Zoomer. Unironic cuck and a What? No way! Reply to that. I don't actually want to be cucked IRL, because I'm gay, but the thought of being denied by a woman turns me on. Broken heart.